thank you for coming to the rally this time.
Thank you, brother. First, I want to say thank you to those who supported me, supported us. Let me say support us. When I started doing these videos, it wasn't with malice or any financial motivation. It was doing it because for years I've seen our people be manipulated, whether it be in print, whether it be music, movies, or even in school. And what kicked it off for me that I had kept seeing stories where people who were white, and I'm going to say that they were racist, because you lying on a black man or black woman when it comes to crimes, where basically lying and saying things about our people, and the reaction from the media and from the citizens were very visceral. Matter of fact, the very first video I ever did was about Bethany Starro. If you don't remember who she was the 26, I think 27-year-old woman. She was deaf. And I want y'all to remember this part. She was deaf. She put acid on her face and said a fictitious black woman did it. The media, YouTube, and y'all, there's some videos still out here on YouTube about it, called black women all kinds of derogatory names. And even some, and I use this term loosely, brothers was joining in, piling in on it, knowing that black women and black men for the last 40 years have been divided by outside forces. So when a sister heard a black man refer to a slut or bitch, all of us got lumped into that group. When I saw the reaction from Oprah Winfrey, because the sister was supposed to be on Oprah Winfrey's show, but thank God some smart thinking white man said, wait a minute, if she had acid on her face, the very same thing I said in my video, why was her eyes damaged? I wear glasses. I know your face get wet, water's going to get on your eyes at some point. It's going to get it. It's no way around it. So what I did was I got off my butt and said, no, I got to speak to this, because whether we have issues with black men and black women, there was people out there just berating our sisters, and from that day on, it started to flow. It just kept coming. And what happened was, I started talking about politics, because a lot of our people have been manipulated into voting one party. A lot of us have spent our money in unwise fashions. So I spoke about that. But after a while, brother can tell you, I was barely getting 30 views on my channel until I just kept pushing through. Then all of a sudden, I started getting the hate from the tried and true racists. You know the brothers. I keep saying brothers, yeah, but I refer to everybody like that. But those white men and women who don't want us to have a voice, that want us to stay in the slave masters, you know, they just sit in that type of place where you need to know your place. You can't speak about anything. I was getting death threats, and I told brothers and sisters support me. And they's like, oh, Harvey, you ain't getting no death threats, because at that time I didn't know enough about the video software. And then after a while, I can't remember, one of the YouTubers came to me and said, why don't you invest in some of this video capture software? And once I started doing it, a lot of those men and women was making those threats. They stopped. But guess who took their place? Self-hating black men and black women, as I like to call handkerchief heads. A lot of these brothers and sisters want to become YouTube partners. So what they do, they change the tone of their videos. They start attacking one another, because people love to see black people attack each other. It's like a sport to them. You see all the booty shaking videos up here. You see the fight videos. You see the black men defending that white girl when she was calling us niggers and everything. People like that. Those videos are in the thousands, even in millions of hits. But brothers like us, we just speaking about the things we observe. We probably got maybe 400, 600, 700 subscribers. That's too much. So after a while, brothers and sisters said, well, I want those subscribers, so how am I going to get them away from them? I'm going to go out there and make a dummy channel, or I'm going to say Harvey Superboy, or any other brothers out here like ourselves, or sisters talking about, say, he said something about black women, knowing damn well I never said anything about black women. Then they might say, brother, Harvey don't like your channel, so he comes in, and then they want to go to super pro-black stuff and don't even understand that you have to have a plan when you talk about overthrowing the country or being a revolutionary. So all of a sudden, everybody's jaw-jacking with each other, and I'm sitting back like, you guys don't understand. We just becoming entertainment for the YouTube community. But then when I go into a different direction and say, let me try a different way of speaking to y'all, then that's even worse. Now, the other day, if you guys don't know, a brother, like I said, I use these terms loosely, and on the spot, we all know him as, what's that, Painless? We know he made a series of videos attacking the Trayvon Martin, attacking other brothers and sisters. Matter of fact, he joined people who are racist in getting our videos false flagged or terminated. Well, I came across a video another YouTuber had mirrored where he said he admitted he was cooning and buffooning. He was tap dancing. And one of my subscribers to my new channel said, you know, you should forgive me. I said, no, that's the problem with us as a people. Every time we do something stupid or dangerous to each other, we forgive them. Mm-hmm. That's why we can't advance, because we keep giving people the room to keep making mistakes. Other communities, if somebody make a mistake like that, they kick them out. No white man is going to let another white man who's defended blacks come back into the community. He's done. He's just trash to him. When we do something, if somebody kill, rob, or whatever, come on back, brother. We pray for you. We're going to let you back into the fold. We talk about what the man is doing, but we doing the stuff to ourselves. If you disagree with me, you have that right. But don't come to my channel, any other channel, cursing or making threats or making it personal. If you think I'm wrong, put a rebuttal video up.
Right, make a video
response. But when you don't put your image up, or you're not a consistent YouTube viewer, in my mind, you are a troll. Now, a lot of y'all hate when I say that, but let's look at it. Let's go
a little stronger than that.
Okay. Oh, okay. No. Yeah.
First of all, before I get started, I want to say that I thank these brothers for having me on their channel and sharing this forum with me. Normally, I do things like this only if it's a commercial, you know, for my program, Keeping It Real Law Project. But tonight, because I've gotten to know these brothers over the past 3 or 4 hours, and I know that their heart is sincere. You're going to always have cowards amongst us. Excuse me. You're going to always have those individuals. We've had them. See, Step and Fetch's grandson is live right now. Uncle Tom's great-grandson is still around. They call him Michael Steele. They call him J.C. Watts. They call him
Black Hollywood.
They call him the Congressional Black Caucus.
Right.
They call him the
NAACP.
The NAACP and the Urban League. That's what they call him now. They go by different titles, but he still acts the same as he did in slavery. Remember, every slave revolt that was ever hatched was betrayed from within, not from without. It wasn't the white folks to stop Nat Turner. It was black folks to stop Nat Turner. White folks didn't tell on Denmark Vesey. Black folks told on Denmark Vesey. Gabriel Prosser, the first known slave revolt over here, was betrayed by black folks. The Black Panther Party was betrayed by black folks. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X.
Yes.
Everybody. Dr. King, everybody. Now let me tell you something.
Tell us.
We can no longer afford these handkerchief heads. We can't afford them. In every other society, traitors are dealt with accordingly. The worst offense you can commit in the military is to be a traitor. It's punishable by death.
Yes.
If we are a nation within a nation, why don't we have that same right to implement the punishments as we see fit? And until we adopt that mindset, we're going to have people who continually disrespect our community and sell us out to the devil. And I did say the devil. I don't care who don't like it. Call me.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
Makes my teeth white.
See, listen, I don't mince words. See, I am not trying to be politically correct. I don't care who get upset. Call me. If you want a death threat, come holler at me. I got something for you when you come to my door. Now, leaving that off, we have been pontificating, wringing our hands, allowing other people to define us.
Yeah.
Allowing other people to define our struggle and what it should be, what we should be asking for. Ain't nobody got the right to decide that but me.
That's right.
And the people who look like me. I'm not asking your permission for nothing. See, I want you to understand me clearly. I am not asking your permission to be black. I was born this way. If you don't like it, get over it. Now, we can sit here and wring our hands and talk to these people as if those individuals who are racist, you mean less than nothing to me. I don't care about you being racist. You can be as racist as you choose. I don't care about racism. I care about discrimination. There's a difference. See, what you think don't bother me. When you start enacting policies and procedures and codes that deny me opportunity and the right to participate fully in society, discrimination, that's when I get upset. Now, you may discriminate based on race, but the racial aspect is irrelevant. I don't care about the discrimination. I grew up in a household with a father that taught me it don't matter what white people think. As long as they're not taking clothes off your back, a roof out over your head, or food out your mouth, it is irrelevant what they think. They got opinions like everybody else. You know, an opinion is just that, an opinion. I'm not out here trying to prove to you that I'm anything other than what I am. I could care less if you like me. Because to be quite frank with you, if you like me too much, I'm doing something wrong.
Right. Yeah. That's right. Think about it.
Because what nation of people or what sector of society in any other society fighting against an oppressor is worried about the oppressor's feelings about what they're doing.
Right.
That is the ultimate stupidity to me. But you have some of these Negroes, in a minute, I call them the Plug Negro Society, the PNS. Those individuals they done let in the house. Those individuals with the 5- and 6-figure salary that's afraid to lose their position. Those individuals who get those positions, and see what really angers me with those people, it was the blood, sweat, and tears of ordinary citizens like myself who got out in the street back in the civil rights era and said, we demand more black police officers. We demand participation and more black this and more black that. But it makes no difference. All that happened is that they adopted the culture into which they was integrated into. They forgot who they were, and now they are insulating white society from charges of racism. Because we can't say racism now because they in the slots. They doing the white folks bidding. But they've been trained properly in their higher schools of learning. Then let me ask you a question.
Ask it.
They said during slavery, they didn't deny us the opportunity to go to school. They didn't ever even, that was not even a figment of their imagination that we would ever go to school. What did they deny us the right to do? Read. Now let me ask you a question. If you are a oppressed minority and they'll let you do anything in society except read, shouldn't that tell you the importance of reading? It's something they don't want you to know. See, if you know, see, our people came over here speaking a completely different language. They had to learn the language from the ground up. Therefore, if you read and you know the meaning of words, when the master said, "How was our crops?" See, when you said, When he said our, you would have known that he didn't really, because see, our connotes mutual and dual ownership. But if you know what our mean, you know it wasn't ours. See, he got you thinking, he had you working harder because you thought you had a stake in it. See, when you say our and we, Master, we sit. See, that means you feel the same pain he feels.
Just like they say today, our country.
Right.
But yet you can't speak out about our country.
They put things in place now. The best thing ever happened to these people was 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gave them the excuse to mute voices of dissent. All you got to do now under the Patriot Act is make a threat.
They get you for sedition.
And they will come to your house. You say you don't like Mitt Romney, and you say it too loud and too boisterous, or in the wrong language, they'll be deceived.
Case in point, look what they did to my other channel. I criticized Mr. Obama. They called that hate speech. I didn't wish any harm to him or anybody else. But the fact is, when people say freedom of speech is only for a select few, anytime black people, especially black men, speak out, we are a threat. The worst thing for this country to have a black man with some education and common sense, because you cannot mind fuck us anymore. That scares the hell out of them. But a lot of you brothers and sisters out here think that you can't be nothing, or you think I had to go along to get along. We've been going to get along for 500 more years. When are you going to stop going to go along and get along? I don't do these commentaries, or we do these things because we want to get popular, because we're not making money off this. We do it because we see our people in pain. And when they're in pain, we're in pain, because we're going to interact with each other every day. I don't want anybody to be my buddy. I got my father, my siblings. You know, I don't want nobody to like me. I like myself. But I do want to see people wake out of this sleep they're in. Because we got power. We keep giving our power to everybody else. I mean, think about it. You have people who come from third world countries, can't speak a lick of English. What community they come to? Our community. Our community make their riches. We keep saying we have no money. Wait a minute, we have no money. How can everybody come to our community and make a living? Get that American dream that's sold every day. Think about it. Billions of dollars come in and out of our community. Billions of dollars come in and out of our community. And the money only circulates once in our community. Really think about the power that we have, brothers and sisters. Don't come out here and attack another brother and sister just to gain subscriptions, or because you're afraid that one of your white co-workers might come across a video and say, hey, Tim, Betty, do all black people think that way? Do you think that way? Oh crap, now you're sweating. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my job. Oh God, he's gonna fire me because he found us out. Stop being so damn scared. If we come together, we can be an unstoppable force.
That's right.
Remember back in the 1960s, it wasn't a lot. Like today, they make you think like everybody across the country was holding hands. It was a small group of brothers and sisters, and a lot of them was young children that went out there and took the lead, and they said, no, you're not going to treat us like this anymore.
That's right.
But what, like brother said, some of us got these positions, and we don't want to lose them, so we turn around and crap on the least of these. That's what we've done wrong. We got this me attitude. No other community is going to berate their people in public like we do.
Right.
We can't keep blaming white folks for the stuff that we can change and control. Well, I don't want to take it out of time.
I want to share with the people. Anyway, I can just get a quick sit down for a minute, brother. Just me for a minute. What I do know is that
Brother Randy, sit right here. They
see
see me all the time.
The enemy loves more than anything